I just wanted to at least record my prediction video for UFC 318. I'm gonna try to post it today too, but I like to dilly dally constantly. But again, my predictions for UFC 318: Poirier versus Max Holloway 3. They're in, and we're gonna get actually right to it because there's 14 fights on the card, which I've been waiting for. But I don't know, it's gonna be hard staying awake watching these. But I'm gonna try. Anyways, first fight of the night. Actually, before I get to that, let me just be one of the first to tell you that every fight on this card is a banger. I think there's only maybe 3 or 4 fights that may go to the decision out of 14, which is pretty outrageous, crazy in my opinion. But we'll see what happens. That's my guess. Minimum 10 out of 14 fights by finish. I might even go as far as saying like 11 out of 14. But 10 out of 14. Anywho, first fight of the night is women's flyweight. It's Carly Judice versus Nicole Cagliari. Both relatively young. Cagliari's 4 inches taller. All of her wins are by knockout, I believe, in the first round. Nicole Cagliari, a little more versatile. She's got a loss on her record. Actually, they both might have a loss on that. Let me get over to good old shirt. Yeah, they do. So, both of their losses are by decision, and all of their victories, both sides, are by finish. I'm thinking the size of Carly Judice, that wingspan, reach advantage, it might cause Cagliari submission. I don't see Cagliari being able to take Carly Judice down. So you can go ahead and give me Carly Judice. Probably safe to say it'll be her first. Her 5th finish for her. Carly Judice probably by finish. Moving quickly on to our second bout of the night. It's a middleweight bout. Bruno Ferrer versus newcomer Jackson McVeigh, undefeated. I feel like they're kind of feeding Jackson McVeigh to Bruno. His level of competition. Jesus, I'm talking in the microphone. I don't know if anybody's here. Hope not. The level of competition between the two is substantial in my opinion. Bruno Ferrer is a devastating finisher. Jackson McVeigh fought in the LFA. The guys he fought are doo-doo. Maybe he'll show us something, but I'm going to go to play it safe. Bruno Ferrer is probably going to have his way with Jackson. Maybe not, but give me Bruno Ferreira. We're probably going to roll through these because I feel like these fights are just easily pickable. You might not be able to make money on them. Next bout is Ryan Spann versus Lucas Bresky. Bresky's a punching bag, dude. Bresky gets put out like every fight. Ryan Spann is another, relatively devastating finisher. Submission and hands too. I think he's coming off of a finish one. Let me see. Oh no, never mind. finished last. And then he guillotined Oban Supru. But he's been in a little bit of a... Yeah, I think they're just kind of feeding Bresky to Span. Because Bresky's like a sacrificial lamb. But yeah, give me Ryan Span. Probably by knockout. My guess would be knockout. But you're going to go ahead and give me Ryan Span there. Next up, light heavyweight. Well, that's a heavyweight bout? Ryan Span's fighting heavyweight? Oh, that might change things. I'm still going to go with him. But anyways, light heavyweight. Jimmy Crute versus Martin Prachnio. I'm in the middle because I like both guys here. Prachnio's got a cool stance. He's got great kicks. He's got a lot of knockouts on his resume. Crute, Australian or New Zealand, well, I don't know, same thing. He's a finisher too. I enjoy watching him fight. This is a toss-up for me. But go ahead, just give me Prachnio. I think he figures out a way to hit Crute a few times and make him worry. Yeah, Martin. Give me Martin. Next up, this is another easy one. I might parlay those three. Span finish, Prachnio, and then this one, Adam Fugitt versus Islam Dulatev. Dulatev is really, really, really good everywhere. He's fighting out of Germany. I think he's maybe Russian fighting from Germany, by way of Germany. I don't know. Adam Fugitt, there's a couple different punching bags on this card. I think he's one of them. Not to mention the age gap is substantial. I think it might be... I feel too lazy to look, man. I feel really, what's the word? I don't know. Yeah, Fugitt is 36. His ass is older than I am. And 26. So 10-year gap. Dude is huge. 6'3", 170. Well-rounded. Likes to kickbox, apparently. Yeah, you're going to give me Dulatev. You're going to give me Dulatev, and you're going to give me him... Let's see. You're going to give me him by knockout. Yeah, I'm going to go Islam Dulatev. Shout out Germany. Alright, next fight up. Another freaking good one. Another, I feel like, easy one to predict, too. Atiba Gaudier versus Robert Valentine. Atiba is just huge. Young, aggressive fighter. Valentine stands literally no chance. I think there's like a 7-year... Yeah, there's like a 7-year difference. The dude is only 23. He's 6'4" and built like that. 6 finishes. You're crazy. I bet you Atiba by knockout is like minus 200. I bet you. I'm going to get this on record. But yeah, you're going to go ahead and give me Atiba Gaudier by whatever he wants, but probably a knockout loss. But you're going to give me a little good old Cameroonian. Oopsies. Moving on. Prado versus Veretennikov. I was successful in betting against Veretennikov when he fought... What the hell? Van Zant's husband, Austin Vanderford. Vanderford was an underdog. How was he an underdog? Veretennikov, I just, I don't know. And that was a weird ending and stuff like that. But Prado's a beast, and he's another young kid. And all of his wins are by finish. And I think he beats the shit out of Nicolay. I think Prado beats the shit out of Nicolay. Shout out Argentina. 6-6. First round finish. He's got 9 first round finishes. Yeah, dude, you're crazy. Dude, you're crazy. Give me Prado. I don't know. I think Argentina over Kazakhstan here at least. Next up, Marvin, the Italian Dream. Vettori versus Brendan Allen. I think this is going to be a boring ass fight. I think all Marvin Vettori's fights are boring as hell. I think he's a good fighter. I think his fights are boring as hell. His last fight, again, I think he fought, who was it? Dolidze? That was a good fight. Or whoever he fought. Number 10, middleweight versus number 11. It's just going to be a boring stand-up fight. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say Brendan Allen because I don't really fuck with either of these guys. But I fuck with Vettori a little more. I'm going to go with Brendan Allen. He probably loses. But I think he's a little bit better than Vettori. Okay, I'll say Brendan Allen by decision. Because Vettori, that's one thing. He never gets finished. He never gets finished. But he gets beat the fuck up. Next fight up, this is probably low-key fight of the night. Kyler Phillips versus Vinicius Loke Dog Oliveira. Dude, Kyler Phillips is so good. He lost Rob Font. That's another fight that I called was Rob Font beating Kyler Phillips. People aren't going to believe me, but I did. I think Vinicius Oliveira is really good. But does he take Kyler Phillips' ranking? Then he might be getting booked against some top 10 guys after he beats, or if he beats Kyler Phillips. Kyler Phillips is unorthodox stand-up. Great grappler. As is Vinicius Oliveira, so where do they neutralize each other? If they even neutralize each other in any way. 5 KO, 2 sub, 5 decision. Never been finished in 15 fights. 3 decision losses, 1 was his last fight. 22-3. This dude's got way more wins, but they're probably like all dog shit fighters in Brazil. Like in the beginning, I didn't look, but I know Loke Dog's very good. 16 KOs. Only 2 submissions. Sombra team. What's Sombra team? I want to look it up. CT Sombra team. I don't speak Portuguese. This gotta be it though. I don't speak Portuguese. Where's the local dog? That's how I think. Portuguese talk. We kind of do. Oh, there it was. I think I saw him. There was that him? I don't know. Maybe not. Anyways, yeah. Here, I feel like Kyler Phillips is going to use his wrestling a lot. He's going to use his grappling a lot. I think he neutralizes Vinicius Oliveira. It's probably not going to be... I think his route to victory is not an exciting one, but if he follows his game plan, which is probably, like I said, neutralize him probably on the ground and try to sub him, he can win a decision. I'm going to go with Kyler Phillips. I think even though Loke Dog is very good, I think Phillips doesn't get finished. And I think his grappling is good enough. And I think if he had any issues with his gas tank from his last fight, he probably was he's focusing on them now. So give me Kyler Phillips to win this one and hold on to that 12 spot. Next fight, we have Michael Johnson versus Daniel Zellhuber. It should be another easy one to pick. But who knows? It's just Michael Johnson's so freaking old, dude. He's really fast. He's really powerful. He's just very old. And he's chinny. I think Zellhuber is a beast. I think he cracks Johnson. I think he finds that chin. I think Johnson is one of those dudes that is going to fight himself to retire or to not retire, but I think retirement might be knocking on the door for him. And you know, it's crazy. Oh, I was reading that wrong. I was like, holy shit, Johnson's a fucking favorite. I'm about to drop a lot on Zellhuber, but he's not. Give me Zellhuber. You could say this doesn't go the distance. You'd say Zellhuber under 2.5. But indefinitely a finish there. Next up, another one that I could probably could have guessed. I don't even know what I was going to say. Anyways, this should be an easy one to pick too. Dan Ige is a monster. Patricio Pitbull is, I think he's sniffing at retirement as well. At least I think he should. I think the line should be a little bit steeper. I think I might crush that minus 166 for Ige. I think Ige beats the shit out of Patricio. I think he does. Yeah. With that being said, I think Ige doesn't get finished. He's down to fucking throw hands. And he's got like little cinder blocks for fists. He's a beast. That Gavin Tucker knockout, I was like, holy fucking shit. I didn't even know anything about MMA, but I like to watch it. I didn't research it at all back then. But Ige really put his lights out. I was like, this guy's got some hands on him. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know if he knocks out Pitbull. He might knock Pitbull out. I remember when, what the fuck is his name? In PFL. My leg is spasticky. So, and I got chip crumbs in my beard here. What the hell's his name? Clay Collard. Shout out to Clay Collard. I fuck with Clay Collard. He's so good. I had him beating Patricio, which he did. He did it easily. Give me Dan Ige, man. Give me Dan Ige. I would even take Dan Ige by like finish. Not by knockout, or I'm sorry, not by submission, but Dan Ige decision or knockout. Could do that. I would go more Dan Ige by knockout. Hasn't he had a couple of close fights and finishes? Oh, close losses and finishes. Finish wins. Damn, I can't fucking talk. Dan Ige. Dog walks Pitbull. No pun. And we see Kevin Holland again versus Daniel Rodriguez. Daniel Rodriguez is tough. But I kind of see him playing into the Kevin Holland, you know, bullshit, for lack of a better word. I can't get comfortable. Kevin Holland subbed Vicente Luque. I know Luque is old. Daniel Rodriguez, he barely knocked out Ponzinibbio. Actually, no, he beat the shit out of him. He ain't gonna knock out Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland, I don't know. He might sink some type of a submission in. This has. I mean, this is. You can say that this might have Fight of the Night written all over it as well. There's a couple on here I can go back through. It's tough. I'd hate to see Kevin Holland lose, but is D-Rod gonna take Holland's number 13 welterweight spot? He's gonna work his way up. I don't see D-Rod beating anybody in the top 15. With that being said, you can give me Kevin Holland. Fuck. Oh, that's pretty sick. I didn't realize I did that. Yeah, you could give me Kevin Holland. It's a hell of a fucking record. How old is he? He's got a long reach, too. Always has a reach advantage. A little bit of a height advantage. Man, I think this is the fight that I'm most excited for. Costa versus Roman Kopylov. Dude, this is going to be a stand-up war, and I'm here for it. I really couldn't tell you who wins. Man, Kopylov beat the shit out of Chris Curtis. Actually, no, that was a good fight. I don't know. Nobody else really did what Izzy did to Paulo Costa. He loses, like, decisions. But it's Kopylov, I just had a little vision, like a That's So Raven moment. It was Kopylov finishing Paulo Costa. I'm not even kidding. I wish I was. Glad I caught that on camera. But yeah, I'm gonna go Kopylov. I'm not gonna touch any more on it. Kopylov gets his 15th victory, beats Paulo Costa, throws his name right into the fucking middleweight mix. Kopylov. Give me Kopylov. Probably by submission. Not submission. Knockout decision. Maybe late. Yeah, give me Kopylov by late stoppage. And without further ado, is this for the BMF title? I don't think it is. Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier. Man. I think the UFC is just wanting to send Dustin Poirier off on a raft slowly into the sunset of retirement. So they made sure to have his retirement fight in New Orleans, where he's from. He's up 2-0 on Max Holloway. He's beat him 2 fucking times, one by submission when they were kids, in the most recent, which was a couple years ago, I believe, by decision, unanimous. I think you're dumb not to say the UFC wants Dustin Poirier to end his career on a win. But I think it would be pretty cool to see Max Holloway bounce back and KO Dustin in Louisiana. So I'm going to go ahead and say Poirier wins only because he's got home field advantage and he's up 2-0 and he's about to retire and everybody is going to want him to win, so he's probably going to win so he can talk to Joe Rogan after, and you know the rest. But yeah, give me Dustin Poirier. I don't see him. Yo, what if Dustin Poirier knocks out Max Holloway again? Then we can really say that his chin is officially gone. And that Poirier really changed Max. I hope that doesn't happen, but yeah, go ahead and give me old Dustin the Diamond Poirier to win his retirement fight. And those are my picks. I'm gonna run through my picks again real quick. Starting from the beginning, this is a big card. I'm gonna go Carly Judice, probably by finish. I picked Bruno Ferrer to win over Jackson McVeigh. Ryan Spann over Bresky. Marcin Prachnio versus Crew. I say Prachnio wins. Dulatov beats the crap out of Fugit. Atiba Gaudier finishes Robert Valentin, or at least beats him. Francisco Prado beats Veretennikov. Brendan Allen beats Vettori, boring fight. Kyler Phillips beats Vinicius Oliveira. Oopsies. Zellhuber beats Johnson. Ige Fischel. Kevin Holland over D-Rod. Kopolov over Costa. And Poirier over Max Holloway. So, to the 13 people that are going to watch this video, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to me. I'm trying to, I want people to just watch this shit, I think my picks are not bad, and I do research for show. I have MS is the only reason why I'm not training in something right now, because even at 34 years old, I still, I remember when I was younger, I used to think I knew submissions and stuff from just watching it. I kind of did. But it was always something exciting to do, was wrestle and grapple with my friends. I wish I actually trained in my life. Maybe in my next life. But with that being said, thank you for watching.